beautiful family, welcome to my channel. I go by the name of Oamkele Yogwe. Thank you for passing by. So as you can see by the title of this video, we are discussing more about retirement annuities, the two-pot system that will be introduced on the 1st of September 2024, and also what are the advantages and disadvantages of having a retirement annuity. So without wasting any more time, let's get into today's video. And also please bear in mind that this is just a summary of the things that you should know about retirement annuities. Should you need more information, please visit the site. Your Google is your best friend, and also just visit your financial institutions such as your banks or your insurance companies so that they can give you more clarity, and also just speak to your advisor if you have one. All right, so let's start by defining what is a retirement annuity. So I also have my notebook here. I have all the notes here, so please, when I look down, don't be surprised. I'm just looking at my notes because I don't want to forget things. All right, so a retirement annuity, this is a long-term investment that will assist you at retirement. So what is the minimum age, or what is the retirement age in South Africa? So the retirement age in South Africa is 55 years, right? And then my second question is, who qualifies to have a retirement annuity? So anyone qualifies really to have a retirement annuity, whether you are working, whether you are not working, whether you are self-employed, you do qualify to have a retirement annuity. So I know with most people, they tend to confuse between a retirement annuity and a provident fund. So they are not the same. So with retirement annuities, you can do it yourself, as I did mention. And then with provident funds, these are done by your employer. They contribute towards that, right? But if you are someone that is not working, you don't have an employer, you need to do it yourself, of which the best option here is the retirement annuity, right? Yeah, so that is that. And then my second my third question, sorry, where can you get the retirement annuity? So as I did mention as well, that you can visit your financial institutions such as your banks, your insurance companies such as your Liberty, such as your Absa banks, your Nedbank, your Old Mutual. You can visit your Discovery, your Alexandra Forbes, to name a few. So you can also browse through the internet and just see what are your options as well, and compare the fees that you will be charged according to these financial institutions. All right, fourth one, what age can you at what age can you access your funds? In South Africa, you can access your funds at age 55. So you can have access before that, if it happens that you move outside the borders of South Africa permanently after 3 years after moving to another country, you do qualify to get access to your retirement annuity, even if you are not yet 55. As long as you are no longer in South Africa, you have moved permanently. You are not someone that has visited that country, but you are someone that is staying there full time. In 3 years' time, you do qualify to get access to your money. And then if you get permanently disabled, you can get your money before 55 as well. So that is also subject to tax. Okay, and then also you can also have access to your funds if they are less than 14,000 rand. So this is before 55 as well. So if it happens that you were someone that was working and something happens to you, you are no longer able to contribute. As you know, in this economy, anything can happen. You are in a contract, they don't renew your contract, you don't get a permanent place, then you lose your job, you are no longer able to contribute towards your retirement, then your policy gets paid up, then you don't have, it's no longer growing as it should because there is nothing that goes there. So, and if you see that your situation is so difficult, you don't have money, you want money, you can speak to your financial advisor, or you can speak to the company that you have opened your retirement annuity with, and tell them that you want your funds. As long as they are less than 14,000 rand, you do qualify to get your funds, right? Then what? And then what happens at retirement? You are saving, you are saving, you are saving, and then what happens at retirement? So retirement here in South Africa, as I did mention, is at age 55. So you can retire from 55 upwards. So you can decide if you want, if you still have money, or you that you are, yeah, if you have money that you are depending on, or you have a business that you are depending on, and you see that you do not need your retirement at age 55, then you can still live it and access it whenever you need it. 55 does not mean now you have to go and take your money. 55 means you can have access to your money. But if you see that you don't necessarily need the money, then you can live it like that, so that it grows. And what happens is that, so if your money is less than 247,500, if it is less than that money, you can have access, you can have full access to that money. And also, if your money is more than 247,500, then your money will be split into two. You will get 1/3 of that money, and 2/3 it will go to your annuity. So the first 550,000 rand, it is tax free, and the remaining, it will be subject to tax. So 2/3 will go to an annuity. So you will do so an annuity, now it's gonna be a money that will be paid to you every month. Every month that money will be paid to you. So that is what will happen. Okay. And then what else? Yeah, I think I've covered most of the things regarding your retirement annuity. And also, let's discuss now what is the two-pot system. So I know that a lot of you know, or you have seen somewhere, or you have an idea what is a two-pot system. So a two-pot system is a new law that was introduced after COVID by the government, because they saw that a lot of people were panicking during COVID. They were resigning so that they could have access to their funds. Because a lot of things were happening, especially people that know very well that they don't have enough savings. Everyone was panicking around that time. We didn't even know that we are going to survive, or the pandemic. It was just a lot. So the government now saw that a lot of people were cashing out their money, and so now that's why they introduced this new law, which is the two-pot system. It will be introduced on the 1st of September 2024. So what it means is that your money, it will be split into two, meaning that you'll have the investment side of the pot, and you will have your retirement side of the pot. So with the investment side, with the savings side of the pot, you will be allocated 10% to 30,000 rand will be allocated to your savings, and then the 2/3 will go to your retirement annuity, and then you will only access the retirement annuity at retirement, which is at age 55. And then with the savings pot, you will have access to it once a year, and also that will be taxed as well. It will be taxed according to your marginal tax rate. So as well, it's gonna be a bit tricky, because if you wanna access those funds, bear in mind that this can also affect your tax bracket, because SARS will think that you've got multiple streams of income, and your tax bracket might go up. So I think the best thing is to have access to your funds when you see that you really need the money. If you have money aside, you don't really need the money, just leave it. Especially if your retirement years are just around the corner, you don't really need to take your money. You don't, especially if you're left with 2 years or 3 years. I don't even try to dab into your retirement, because it's gonna affect you. You have draw from that. It's gonna reduce your money, will drop your tax as well. So please bear in mind of all of that. Yes, it's exciting. Yes, it's nice to have access to your money, but bear in mind that tax is also going to affect you. Okay. And then yeah, so I think that's that. I've covered most of the things. And then so now okay, so yeah, I think I've covered most of the things. And now let's get into what are the disadvantages and what are the advantages of having a retirement annuity. Let's start with the advantages. The advantage is that you will retire comfortably, knowing very well that you have got money in your account. You are not going to be bothering kids and calling kids to send you money. You are not going to be depending on the government to give you the grant, because I know it's around 2000 something, 2.2, or if I'm not mistaken, 2.4. 2.4 in this economy is not enough. So it's better for you to save. The earlier the better. You don't have to wait for maybe 40. You don't have to wait for until you see that you are approaching retirement. So the earlier the better, especially if you are in your 20s. That is the best time to do that, to start contributing. It's the best time because your money is going to be growing. By the time you retire, you are going to get better returns. And also it's important that you visit or you speak to your advisor, you speak to the company that you've opened the retirement annuity with. Do regular reviews every year. Check how is your investment performing as well. It's your responsibility as well as a client, because it's your money at the end. You need to know how is it performing. You need to go and check how is my money performing, how is it. It's your responsibility. You have to do that every year, even if it's after 6 months, even if it's a year. Then the nice part again is that your tax will be reduced. You are not going to pay more tax. Your tax will be reduced when you do your tax returns. How nice is that? Unlike you, other than not having a retirement annuity, that money goes to SARS, and that money goes to the government. As you know that the government is not helping us with anything. Rather take that money and invest it into your retirement, than paying a lot of tax where it's gonna go to the government and you are not gonna even benefit from that. So rather do that. The more contributions you make as well, the better. And also the minimum amount that you can start, remember, is 500 rand. You can always increase every year, or you can also have a percentage increase, maybe of 10% or 5%, that will go every year. That is going to increase your retirement. You understand? Unlike leaving that money like that, the government will take it and they are gonna be misusing it. So rather take that money and contribute towards your retirement. At the end, you are the one that is going to benefit. Your kids are going to benefit as well. Should you die, should you pass away before you retire, or should you pass away at retirement, that money is going to go to your beneficiaries. How nice is that? So yeah, so the last one that I have here, yeah, I think that's it. Then what are the disadvantages? Obviously, with disadvantages, you know very well that you will have access to your funds when you retire, which is 55. You won't have access to your money before that, unless you move outside the borders of South Africa, or you become permanently disabled, or now the two-pot system has been introduced. But bear in mind, as much as you will have access to your funds, you will have tax implications. So those are the disadvantages, and you are going to pay tax as well when you retire. So yeah, so that's that. So yeah, thank you so much guys for staying in and watching until this end of this video. Please leave me a heart in the comments, and please comment as well what were your thoughts about this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video as much as I did enjoy doing it for you guys. So yeah, man, until we meet again, I think I'm gonna be dropping a vlog not so long ago. I think I'm gonna be dropping a vlog in after this, immediately after this, because it's been a while. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for, yeah, may you please do enjoy the rest of your day or your night or your morning. Stay blessed, and yeah, bye.